Good Erev Shabbat, my dear friends. How does one bring community together when a pandemic prevents us from coming together? Here we are, on the eve of Rosh Hashanah, Yom Kippur, Sukkot, Shmini Atzeret, and I can't open the doors of my synagogue to the entire community. The elderly, who so much look forward to attending services, will continue to be denied for their own well-being. Many young professionals, mothers of young children, are rightfully concerned about being exposed and won't attend. So, how do I bring community together when a pandemic prevents us from coming together? Maybe the answer lies in shifting the focus, noticing that which was always there, but may have been overlooked. The Yamin Noraim, the high holidays, invite us or obligate us to focus on ourselves now, in the here and now, not tomorrow, but now. This is the time to enter into growth mode, restore our faith, and march forward towards becoming the version of our best selves. We are all familiar with the acronym for Elul. Ani lidodi v'dodi li. I am for my beloved, and my beloved is for me. We may have to be distant from one another physically, once again on these holidays, as we did Pesach and Shavuot. But we are never distant from Hashem. We may have to cover our face with masks, but we are always exposed before our Creator. Eliyahu Hanavi, the great prophet, experienced a powerful revelation. He heard thunder, and then lightning, and then powerful winds and an earthquake. And then Hashem was revealed in what the Tanakh tells us was a kol demama daka, a silent and still voice. That is where Hashem is found, in the still and silent spaces of our lives. We live in a time of unprecedented noise. We can barely hear each other, let alone our inner voice. This is the time now to begin quieting the many distracting sounds, noises, and voices around us. The Perasha this week begins with a beautiful mitzvah, that of bikurim. Every year, the farmers throughout the land of Israel must bring their first fruits to the Beit HaMikdash as a gift offering to Hashem. The first of our produce, the best, that which we have worked so hard all year to produce, the first goes to Hashem. The mitzvah, the Mishnah tells us, was performed with great fanfare and jubilation. When the farmer arrived at the Beit HaMikdash, he stood before the Kohen and recited a few words. The first thing he said was, as the Torah says, Ve'amarta elav, higadeti hayom laHashem Elohecha, ki bati ala haaretz, asher nishba Hashem lavotenu lateit lanu. I declare today before the Lord our God that I have arrived in the land that was promised to my forefathers as our inheritance. The farmer states, I declare today that I have arrived in the land of Israel. What does he mean by Hayom, today? This farmer may have been living here for 10 generations, and he must still say, Hayom, today I have arrived in the land of Israel. Chazal are bothered by this question. The word today stands out. It is superfluous. They answer by saying that Hayom, today, does not refer to the actuality of bringing the bikurim, but rather to the mindset that should occupy the one who is fulfilling the mitzvah of bikurim. Even the most experienced farmer who has been coming to Jerusalem year after year, this visit must be viewed and experienced as if it were the first. The joy and excitement of the abundant harvest must now be transferred over to the visit, to the Beit HaMikdash, and to the mitzvah of Bikurim. The farmer and those with him must focus their attention on the here and now. A profound awareness of what is taking place at this very moment. There is no time for distractions about the past, about business, about politics, or about the future. Today, now, is where I am at. There's a famous Zen saying which goes as follows: chop wood, carry water. In other words, when you are chopping wood, do not carry water, and when you are carrying water, do not chop wood. This is what Chazal meant. When the farmer is fulfilling the mitzvah of Bikurim, that is what he should be doing, nothing else. Most of our time is spent in the past or in the future rather than in the present moment, in the today. Hayom. What we end up doing is passing through the now on the way to somewhere else without fulfilling or fully experiencing the moment. That is exactly how life ends up passing us by. My friends, we do it to ourselves. Hayom harat olam, hayom ya'amid b'mishpat, im kevanim, im ka'avadim. We will be reciting these words in the Musaf of Rosh Hashanah. Our brethren, the Ashkenazim, have a variation of this tefillah. Hayom, today, the world is born. Hayom, it stands in justice. We stand before Hashem, im kevanim, possibly like children, im ka'avadim, and possibly like servants. The beautiful piyut continues, if we come before you, Hashem, as children, have mercy upon us, like a father for a child. And if we come before you as servants, our eyes are fixed upon you until you forgive us and acquit us. Staying present, staying in the here and now is my response to the question I asked earlier. So how do I bring a community together that cannot physically come together? By being in the present. By inviting my community not to dwell on that which we cannot change, not to fight the system or rebel against the rules, but rather be present. Focus on the blessings and spiritual opportunities of the now. Hayom, today, is where we are, and we will squeeze every moment out of our Hayom today. I will not allow this pandemic to deny me the gifts Hashem bestows upon us now. Every moment will be experienced with a feeling of renewed excitement and freshness. Shabbat Shalom.